Hello. Oh, wait, hang on. Why is our music not playing today? Okay, I'm going to try change audio modes. Now you should be hearing some music. Welcome to the stream. Still getting used to using these new headphones. Oh, wait, did I just... There, yep. What a messy start to the last Coworking Club of the year. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for joining. Osaro, thanks for joining the channel, like joining the Coworking Club officially by the YouTube membership. Lunch was honestly not extremely satisfying, but it was fuel. And that's what matters at this point. I got caught up in my morning work and was like, oh shoot, I gotta eat something before stream. Let me get myself sorted. And while I'm doing that, tell me how you are doing. How's life going for you at the moment? How's your Tuesday so far? Okay, closing shit down. So this is probably going to be the last Coworking Club of the year, because this time next week I am going to be on a plane to New Zealand, which is very exciting, but also very stressful. Friday for me is a no work day. We've been doing a 4-day work week once a month at ConvertKit, which has been wonderful. And this Friday is one of them. So I will be off and not working on any sort of design stuff that I could stream. Instead, I will be packing and like sorting my life out. That sort of stuff. Mohammed says, what time is it here? It's 8 p.m. there. It is 2:15 here in Spain. Sorry, I slept so much. Feeling so tired. I slept so much that I'm feeling so tired now. Yeah, I know that feeling. I don't have any like cellulite in my teeth, do I? I think I'm good. I didn't think to check that before I started streaming. God. Wow. I did that thing again where I just didn't get prepared in advance. I hope that's okay with you, that we just hang out while I sort this shit out. Okay. Right, I think we are ready to go show the screen now. Tyrone can't stay long, has to work soon. Do I have a community platform? I don't have a community platform at the moment. But the best way to support me, if that's what you're wanting to do, is to join the channel on YouTube, pay the channel membership. There's also a tip jar in my description if you so feel inclined. But yeah, this chat is the best place for us to connect at the moment. Props from the Netherlands. Oh, nice. Clouds like these is going to be creating a style guide and templates as well. Well, yeah, I can show you how I'm working on it. Let's put it there. Okay, ready? We're gonna share screen now. Hopefully that is working. This mess that I got to last time. I haven't touched this a whole lot since then. What did happen is Holly, our graphic designer, worked on redoing these illustrations in this style, which I think has worked well. But as I'm seeing more of them together, I'm starting to get concerned that they look too cute, if that makes sense. I don't want cute to be the overarching like vibe you get. And I think they are looking a little bit too cute at the moment. And it's very easy to go there with this system because of all the pastels. But yeah, I don't quite know how to change that, because this like textured background was an attempt at getting around that. I think this one is too textured though, because the computer struggles with it. And then this as well was another way of getting around that, but it ended up feeling a little bit too heavy-handed, the texture in these strokes. So yeah, I don't know. Basically, there's more to figure out there, but that's not... Today, I just really want to get in place what we have so far, you know? And let's note where we still want to work on things and stuff like that. because I have a new designer joining the team in January, right at the start of the year. And I really want them to be able to start and like have it in one clear place what the heck the ConvertKit brand is. Because right now, well, it's like Irfan just said, I'm experiencing documentation debt. That is definitely how I feel right now. So yeah, we got to get onto that. So I'm going to find my file because I made a style guide a while ago. And someone else said earlier on that they were excited to see me work on the design system. A style guide is not a design system, so I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that is not what I'm working on today. I'm essentially trying to document what our brand is to try and like explain it. Yeah. Wow, things have already changed quite a bit since I last did this version, which wasn't even that long ago. I'm just trying to like get all my thoughts out on paper. And there's going to be obviously plenty of room for when the new designer starts to have their own input on this, of course, things like that. Oh, I didn't think to check. Is my audio levels okay? Is our background music a little bit loud? I forgot I changed things from the last stream. No one said anything, so I hope that that wasn't the case, but please let me know. I cut myself off. What was I saying? Yeah, I want him to know where we're at. Just because I think it helps to have some constraints rather than coming in and it be like, anything goes, you know? So that's what I'm gonna try and do today. Got my coffee. Where shall I start? Well, I'm gonna be working in these two files, so I'll bring those close together. I'm gonna first review these pages that I have and think about if there's any others that I'd want to add. Fonts. I mean, the font sizing isn't really necessary as part of this document. I guess I'd leave it in there. Colors is a big one. Within colors, I might even need... Ooh, I'm gonna make a 2022 page. Even though we're not quite there yet, will we? Audio is fine? Good. Let's just copy this in. See here, you can see some different styles we'd tried for product illustrations. Okay, and that won't be in the... Organic shapes, yes. Okay, confetti would not be in though. We would not have that. Maybe we want to have one page that's 8. Oh, why does it keep doing that? Ooh, and I do want to have one about product imagery as well. I think I would talk about... Yeah, that there. Product imagery. icons can be separate. Kevin is flying to Spain from Sweden to visit family. Nice! The style guide still helps you get an idea of the colors and components. It will help you get an idea of colors, but not components. It's about it's a style guide for our brand in general, not a website specifically, if that makes sense. So I think it'd be cool to highlight in this where our gaps are as well. But let me bring in the colors for now that I'll figure it out. Hi, Brandy. We have a colors file somewhere. Yeah, here. Let's start in this. This is something I owe to the other designers. Oh no, Nikolai, a terrible presentation. Was it one that you were presenting or you were having to listen to? Either way, I'm sorry. Okay, to do my best to try and merge this color system. Well, you know what? I don't really need to be doing that now. I should focus on one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Whoop. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that it didn't go as you wanted. Well, obviously the front cover of this we should change to like match the brand, and since we're trying to no longer use these shapes, they should not exist on it, should they? Let's bring in that. This is where I ended up on really liking for product imagery, and this one. Don't drop the course. Okay, here's the thing, Nikolai. Here's a harsh truth for you. You need to be able to accept feedback as a designer. And just because someone isn't a designer doesn't mean they can't give you useful feedback. It's definitely a learned skill, and I know it's really hard to like accept. But it is important. It's an important skill to learn. So you can do it. I believe in you. Whoops, didn't mean to type cool in caps, but it is kind of how I feel. Oh, you were meant to come with me. Let's make this background. Ah, see, this is why I need the colors already saved, don't I? It's probably not worth it right now. Then we want a 100. I hate frames so much. There we go. It just makes it so hard to click on like literally anything else behind it. Is there any reason you went for a more pastel look for ConvertKit? We wanted to bring in more color, and when we used the main strength brand colors, like I can show you on a page. Which page was going to be a good example of this? Maybe this page. So ignore the top, obviously that is now in the pastel. But see, when you layer the full strength colors on top of each other, it feels very bright, and like we were often feeling like we couldn't make a section a certain color because it was just so bold, and only really the blue worked and was accessible as the background color. And ever since we brought in the pastels, like let's go to this page. I feel like our pages just have more of a sense of color to them, even though they're pastel colors, compared to like the grays that a lot of our site was before. So yeah, that was a core reason, is to bring in more color, make it feel a little bit fresher. Yeah, also they just look cool, and sometimes that's a valid reason, you know? All of this is still in flux though, you know, like nothing is completely settled on and could change, but this is where we're at for now. Ooh. And this is Figma for Creature Work Studio who asked. Looking cool is a valid reason, yeah. I mean, not wrong. Let's change out the background here. I think it's going to be worth my time to put these colors into the system, to be honest, just because it's ending up. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I know that some of these map two colors we already have here. Oh, that's not shrinking what's inside them, is it? Nope. I don't understand how this auto layout is working. Do I have to shrink each thing individually if I want it to? No, I can use K, right? Yeah, there we go. That's not quite what I wanted, but it'll do. Okay, so 100. Is this kind of where it went? Those are kind of similar. Yep. Okay. Do I prefer Figma over Illustrator? 100%. Why are you doing the style guide in Figma and not InDesign? It's definitely not print format, Nikolai. There's no reason for us to print it. And Figma is where we work, so it makes sense to have the style guide in the same tool that we work in. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to do this in a way that will not break our system for other places that it is used. Let's see how this goes. So we're going to change the color to this. And call it 50. Okay, so this one is currently 200. So we are going to change the name to 100. Put that in there. And this is basically currently 300. So we'll change this name to 200. It's really hard to yeah, I don't know, think about updating the system in this way without breaking what exists. This is definitely new. So for this one, we will go add, nope, not there, here. Add, and we'll call it blue 300. And then we'll want to put it in order. I wonder if it'd be better to name these based on, can I move you up so that you sit there? Yeah. Like, I wonder if I should put them in folders, you know what I mean? I don't know, let's just do this for now. So we don't have a 400 either, technically. So let's... 500 is basically currently the 600. So let's do that next. Other way around. Okay, 600. So now I can make 500. I don't think this is going to take as long as I initially thought. But where does this guy sit? Is this the current 700 or is it the current 800? Is there any convention for the numbers? Yeah. So Alf worked out these colors based on like a mathematical system, and so it's basically like the stepping through lightness. So it's sort of like an even distance of getting darker between them. And then so 50 at the bottom here is called 50 instead of 0 because it's not as big a step as the 100 to 200, for example. I think whatever's currently 700, we want to make 800 now. And that one might be one that needs some tweaking. So we'll just, yeah, we'll do that for now. Oh, we already had an 800? Interesting. Okay, so we'll make that 900 then. And yeah, I thought about doing that, Asaro, but for now I'll just keep the naming convention the same, and then we can look to do that later. Because this is not about setting up the system as such, but I'm ending up doing this because I'm wanting to create the guidelines. Okay, and then I'm changing the name of this and doing that. And now we put in... Wait, that was the wrong way around, wasn't it? Yeah, I wanted to do this one in there. Yeah, there we go. And then this one becomes 700. Oop, why can't I count? Okay, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 50. Cool, that's the blues done. Same pattern should hold true for the reds, but let's confirm and make sure, shall we? Ugh. No, it's definitely more like 400 that's new. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Ah, the hopeful song. Okay, we're gonna rename this to Red 50. That's right, this becomes new. What is currently red? Wait, it's red 200 and it's gonna stay red 200. We're just gonna update the color of it. Okay. Red 300 will be new. Ooh, which one is it more like? Actually, yeah, let's just keep red 300 the same and let's update the color. Now we need to start working backwards because this one is so brown, but I don't think we'll use it for things other than hover states. Are you all working on something today as you watch? Or just chilling? Now I believe, yeah, the darkest one is 500, so we're gonna take this and make the current red 500 this and call it 600. Now we make a new red 500. And this the new red 400. I swear that updating a system is more complicated than starting from scratch. Oh, how have I ended up with 2 red 400s? What have I done? How did it let me have that? Well, let me check. I need it to be this color, so I'm going to delete whichever one is not that color, which is that one. So this we will... No, that needed to become 500. Okay. My bad. I know what I did. Okay, and then we'll delete you. And rename you. Cool. Sorted. Sophia is studying. Nikolai's gonna switch to Figma. Nice. That's so weird that they don't stop you creating duplicates, huh? Creating social media posts on Figma for your workplace. Nice. Sam's working on the design system for the company's scheduling software. Nice. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Okay, green's turn. Oh yeah, this color has changed quite a bit, so this is interesting. But we need to make sure, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start at the darker end this time. So what is currently 500 needs to become 600. What is currently 400 needs to become 500. What is currently 400 doesn't exist, so I mean what is currently, let's make this then. Yep. Why do I always hit that? Green 400. Yeah, fine, we'll publish them and then that'll be updated. Oh, thanks, Brandy. I agree. I think more designers should stream. Three, two, one. What is this currently? This is 3. Yeah, we want it to stay 3, but... That's a lot darker than the current 200, isn't it? That's okay. The current 100 needs to turn into 50. And then we... Oh my god, I did it again. Cool, now the darker shades. I feel like colors and, I don't know, this is just something that we could spend forever refining, or we could just like use it, put in place what we have right now, and then, you know, see how we go from there. Make changes as necessary. So that's the approach I'm taking. What's the difference between a file and a design file? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean a fig jam, maybe? Is that the other type you're seeing? Okay, let's do the same thing again because that worked out well last time, I think. Starting with the dark colors. Yellow 600. Ooh, this one. I think the 400 seems to be the new one. Yep. And then we'll update 300. Update 200. Yes, Shark, I am enjoying the new AirPods Max. They seem to be working good on this stream. The last time they were not so well, so I was a little disappointed. Oh, Nikolai, what that means is, so files and drafts basically means you can't store them anywhere, and I think you can't invite people in to share them either. And then you can like save 3 officially into projects, I guess. That's weird. I think that their pricing system they should have kept it as free as it was before. Oh, whoops, I was meant to change the name of that one as well. That becomes 50. For everyone asking about the numbers, I think it's a pretty common design system thing to have colors named in this way. But basically it's like level of color, right? Like all of the 50 levels are the same level of brightness along the levels. So it goes from lightest to darkest. I think maybe it comes from Tailwind, or maybe Tailwind just uses it, but I don't know. Right, now the dark ones. So what I need to do in the style guide, oops, is define, I just called that one 700 and forgot the yellow. I need to define what each color is used for. So that comes next. Forgot to put these greens in place. Yeah, maybe it was Tailwind that started this. DK Jux, not quite. There's lots of different ways to experiment. You could go back to my color palette stream a couple of streams ago and watch what we're experimenting with there. We were playing with the saturation, amongst other things. Okay. The grays is the one I'm most nervous about changing, but let's see what happens. Yeah, we're working in Figma right now. Thanks for answering. Don't know if these grays are 100% right, but that's okay. Oh my god, I keep doing that. Yeah, Figma is the channel sponsor, and that you should find a link in the description. Right, so what is currently 300 needs to become... No. Oh, I think I just did that wrong. I don't think I wanted to... Yeah, let's delete you. I wanted to change... Yeah, the name of this style. And you become 100. Okay. There we go. And then 200 is the old 300. One, two, three, four. Yeah, okay, we'll do that then. Ooh, this one's definitely new. Hola, Hugo. Yeah, we'll see if they do a proper FIS this year. What are my views on Sketch? I used Sketch for a while, but I prefer Figma. That's my views. Okay, and then 500 stays 500, just we change the... Ooh, interesting. What about here? I think 600 is new as well. Okay, so that needs to become... Ah, we already have a 700. Okay. Let's do this first then. Okay. And then 600 is new. Oof. That was breaking my brain a little bit. But I think we've got it there. Ooh, thanks for asking us. Alright, I actually filmed it today. It, yeah, took me a while. And I included your comment in it that you left in the last stream, so thank you for that. Look out for it. It'll be, like, on screen in the episode. It'll probably come out next week. We'll see. Depends how fast my editor can work on it. Bless her. Okay. I'm gonna publish these. Fuck, this is terrifying. What remained unchanged? Oh, wait. Well, that's not right. What's happened here? Something happened with the blues. I think I was working on those before I properly understood what I was doing. Blue 400 should have changed. I'm gonna copy these. And apply to them to see where I went wrong. $100. 200. 300. 400. Yeah, there we go. That's where we went wrong. Let's just edit that. And this should be 500. 6. She does do an amazing job. Agreed. Okay. Now it should show me what is unchanged. Yeah, just those. Okay, that's good. I think the team, the orange is only used by the product team for like certain alert things. And obviously white and black. Black might actually be the darkest grey now, but whatevs. Let's go publish. The fact that the color styles are all over the place? What do you mean? They're all in order. Okay, now we can... I think we have the... Yeah. So now we will review updates. Oh. Okay. I have not worked on any VR or AR projects. Okay, this is going to make my life easier in this part. Wait. Why didn't that update? Do I not have the... Oh, wait. Am I looking in the wrong color system? Yeah, I have the app design system turned on. Not that one. This one. There we go. Oh, that's annoying. Why are those colors not... Yeah. I don't think I like this example with a photo. I don't think it's the best. Good question, Cleavon. I studied design in New Zealand at Massey University. I have a Bachelor of Design with honours, majoring in visual communication design. But I would say that amplifying my design skills was really like working in the industry. I learned so much in my first few years on the job. This is still accurate, for now anyway. I don't know if that's needed in the style guide. I think I should arrange them like this. Okay, so this needs to change. Okay, here's where I start to define what each color is used for. What's the best way to do this? I think I'll use my own font. Plug, plug, plug. Actually, where's that, Maybe it's better to lay it out like this, actually. Yeah. Ooh, I think I'm gonna have a separate page about how to use the colors. So we'll have this. Thanks, Osaro. You're so useful. Glad to have you in the Coworking Club. Yep. Font linked in the description if you want to buy grayscale. Okay, so here I think I need to put examples in place. So over here we had backgrounds, typography. I think I should put an example maybe from the color playground where I was messing around with this. Trying to think what the best demo is. I mean, maybe this one's fine. I don't know. Yeah, Corey's out today, so no Corey in the chat today. One day Corey and I need to make a video together about that, don't we? How do I describe this? Actually, this is pretty good, and this probably still rings true, but apart from we move it down and say 50 instead of 100. I'm just gonna copy this over. Let's make this the same font styling I've used elsewhere in this guide. Would you to Corey for betraying us like that? We will let him have a day off because that is healthy. I'll tell him that you missed him though. Let's check if this works, because I haven't actually tried this exact color palette on my things. So far so good. Oof, that's a bit darker than expected. Maybe. Maybe it's okay. It's probably okay. Oof, what is up with the line height here? Ah. I got to play this playlist yesterday in a meeting at work because I ran the meeting. And what we do in our update meetings is for the first like 10-15 minutes, everyone is sitting there together on the call reading through the update doc and leaving notes of questions and like things to discuss. And we play some chill music in the meantime. And so I was like, my Twitch streaming playlist is perfect for this. What is this? I wonder if this should be... Yeah. I think I can get rid of this and this from the example. Hi, Super Crash Nandy. How do I explain this? It's kind of like you always want to have hover states be one level up from what the current thing is, if that makes sense. Do you find that creating these brand guides need routine updates when new elements or features get added to the website? So this is a brand guide rather than a website style guide, if that makes sense. So no, it's more of in general, the general approach to our brand. But it's been in need of an update to get aligned for a while. Yeah, I think, Nikolai, that's a good way to phrase it. I'm not going to say blue is secondary anymore, because I think now that we're... In fact, yeah, no. Used for typography and UI. I think something like was in the last guide. See how I had this, where it was like main hues. That's important to call out. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. We'll just call it full color backgrounds like in this guide did. Oops. Yeah, definitely Federico. It's definitely still useful for the company brand. And we absolutely what I'm describing here is how we use the colors on our website. But it's also how we use the colors in, or how we should use the colors in other branded graphics, just to keep consistency, you know? I don't know if this is the best grouping of the information. Like, I'm feeling I should group it by color level and not by like, here's what you do in light backgrounds. Let's keep trying it, I guess. Apparently not following a grid here. And then is 600 the hover state? Yeah, I think it is. I think I need to bring in a button as an example here, don't I? Button! Oh shoot, this needs to be... Oh, it already did update itself. That's great. That is why I went to the trouble of doing the colors in the way that I did. Thanks, Federico. Yeah, sorry. I thought that I was using a grid, but apparently I use it for this side and not this side. Wait, hang on. There's a different grid. That's weird. What the heck? How's that happened? Is this page? Oh my god, have I... Yep, I've done something to that page. How frustrating. Okay, well, let's just duplicate this page. I thought that I had used a grid. I was calling myself out on that. I must have accidentally, like... I don't know, grown the page when moving something. There we go. Are we happier now? Yeah, every other page is right. It's just this one. No. Okay. I have an idea for how to make this section look nicer. What if we do this? And we show some examples of color in use. Maybe we do this and we have the image and then the explanation. I think that probably looks a bit neater. I would describe a style guide as something that helps all of the designers get on the same page. It's like a shared understanding of what the brand is, how brand elements are used. That's how I'd describe it. But anyone else in the chat got a different definition you want to share? Yeah, blueprint, that's a good word for it. Why have I lost my cursor, Figma? So now, what do we use for our headings? Is it blue 900? Or is it blue 800? I think it's blue 800. Make this yellow. Ooh, this is looking so much grayer than I'm used to. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's okay. How do you know which color to use? Well, Federico, that's why I'm making the guide, so that everyone can know. What were the weird headings? Icons and dull text content. Interesting. That's not such a thing that we would say. Here I have to put the wait, that was blue 800 and then gray 800. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Should it be 700? No, it definitely is gray 800. What does... Maybe we shift our system and we use grey for headings. Grey 900. Maybe? I'm so used to our headings being like a navy color though. Wow, that's so subtle, but to me it feels so different. I don't know if that's coming across in here. Yes, thanks, Ramon. That has already been pointed out to me, and I hear you. I should work on that. Maybe this works better across all the colors though, you know? Let's just try it. Let's make these ones blue. I mean, I still think the navy looks really nice. I'm going to stick with it for now, and that can be up for debate. I'm going to start leaving a note in here on... Do we have... Yeah. Oh. Cool. So this is going to be my way of leaving notes for myself and the new designer to work on together, and also for the rest of the design team. At least I've got my cursor back. I don't know what happened to that. I don't think it would pass accessibility standards to have this be to us to do the tonal thing here. Unless we did it like that. Ooh, that's an interesting point. You know what? I think that's another decision to make. Cool. I'm looking forward to having someone to deeply discuss these things with. I'm using the Figma desktop app. I know it's the exact same thing. I just prefer the desktop app. It feels more like a proper design tool. You like the navy, Chris? I do too. Yeah. Sometimes you have to close Figma down and start again, Nikolai. Right, so now we need another page of... I want to say that it's okay to have white backgrounds as well. All right. Ooh, you know what's cool is now that we have, oh, sorry, right, gotcha. Our red didn't used to be accessible, and so we weren't able to use it for secondary CTA buttons. But now that it is, that could be a thing again, you know? Oops. Let me poke around our site and see if there's any other examples. Yep, icons. I feel like we don't use a full strength color as a background anymore. Icons, then we're also going to have illustrations. I feel like on the marketing site, we're really not going to use 700 to 900. I mean, except for the blue for a heading. Maybe, we'll see. Because in the app, they might do a thing where they have like a color background and then use a darker button on top of it. But that's just not what we're doing on the marketing side. The colors are all going to be the same as what the product team uses, but they might have slightly different rules for them, depending on what works best for them. How have I been going for an hour and 21 minutes and this is all I've gotten? God. Okay, let's take this as an example. Maybe we'll make that one pink. Ooh, where was the use case though where I had here? How else do we use icons? Chris, it's funny you say that because right now the main button throughout our app is red. And so that's what we're going to talk about changing. I don't know. It's red because that's what our logo is, right? Like our logo is the red color. So has been treated as like the primary color. But yeah, it's not great to use red as a positive action, so we're going to talk about that. Did that get added? Yeah, nice. I don't know how often we're going to do this whole thing. Like, now that I'm looking at the way I've done this with the icon and the dot, it's like out of alignment with our system, I think. So that's interesting. It's a good learning. It's a good learning to have. And let's say, okay, like if I did this, ooh, like if we had an icon on a button, nah, it'd probably just be white, wouldn't it? How do I want to explain this? Yeah, I think maybe wording it like this. You're right, sorry, yellow is used a lot, but I want to change that. Like, I want us to use all the colors because they're all pretty. I'm wondering if that red feels like a different red to... I don't know, I need to do some exploring of this color palette, but what we've got is fine so far. Let's bring in... this guy. Wonder what that could be close to. Yeah. So we're gonna say 50 to 600. Here's when I need to bring in the illustration levels. how am I phrasing this? Elements in... Yeah, like that. And then we have... Ooh. On this page, I think the illustration was actually, yeah, a bit lighter. Interesting. Why did I do that? What are my thoughts on InVision? I still use InVision prototyping to share designs a lot of the time, but I've never really used InVision Studio. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know it was still around. If this was full strength, what's the rule here? I mean, that looks fine, but I kind of liked it that it was more muted. And if I bring this in here, hey Furkan, how you doing today? Oh, oops. Was I adding a stroke? Do we make the rule that they should be 400 level? I don't know. Well, let's see what this looks like in the new Green 400. I think we're gonna go with that for now. Let's do that. Yay, Justin! Congrats! How's the first day going? That's exciting. Trying to think what other usages of our usages, is that a word? Of our colors I should define. Let me look at our homepage and think. Nice, jumping straight into the marketing website. That's fun. Ooh. Maybe I need some do's and don'ts with color. Like... Hey, no, not now. I always push that accidentally. Like you wouldn't mix, like for example in this, or maybe we can actually use that as an example. I have an idea. I'm going to combine this into icons and illustrations. And we're going to bring in the yellow one. Okay, and then we're going to do a do's and don'ts beside it. I often wonder what happened to InVision, because they were such a like iconic company in the design world for so long. You know, they gave a lot back to the design community, supporting a lot of projects and things. They supported my Patreon for like a year, paying me like, I don't know, a good amount per month. I was very surprised, but it was, you know, also very grateful for it to have them. But I just feel like I just haven't heard anything from them lately, you know? Like, what are they up to? What's InVision up to? I think I need to make this look slightly different. I remember when my old team wanted to switch from Figma to InVision. It was a pretty dark period. That's funny. I think Figma just ate their lunch a little bit, you know, especially in terms of prototyping and everything. Yes, I think you can do that now, but I don't bother because, I mean, well, we're still working on it, but ideally we have a system in place and we don't need to like mock up the hover state each time, if that makes sense. How do I... Okay, first let me think about what I would actually want to say in this do and don't list. Do I have a little check icon? Nice. Yes, that's it, Sorrow. The interactive component makes it possible. I believe you are correct. But I haven't bothered to set any of those up. Maybe we have to make it look similar? What else do I want to say? I want to make a little mini example of what not to do. It's gonna hurt. Oof. Right, and then let's make the background pink just to really spell it out. Hello, where are you in my layers? There we go. There we go, we'll say it like that, how about? And then I'll put that back to yellow. Make this one pink. I feel like I'm getting somewhere. How are you all doing? Ooh, and then we could put the, where's the migration one as well? Put the little truck guy. Working on error messages for a web app. Ooh, is that where your question about the error message color came from, Chris? Because that was what you were working on. Have I used the new audio feature in Figma? I have. Alf and I did when we were working on the colors, actually. It was really fun. Like, just nice to chill and chat in the same file. And I also showed him that the cursor chat exists now inside Figma itself, which is super fun. I'm gonna have to sort out these colors, aren't I? You were all right. What else do I want to encourage people to do with our colors? Ooh. Maybe that's how I'll explain it. Does that make sense to you? Basically meaning like you wouldn't have a green section with a yellow section directly above it. You would separate it by some white in the middle first. If you just heard that noise, that was my cat jumping into a box. Sophia's done with goals for today. Nice. What time is it where you are, Sophia, that you're at a point where you're done with your goals for the day? Also, when is my meeting? Okay, I have a meeting in half an hour. Don't let me forget that. And Furkan, yes. Still recovering from the F1 shambles. I feel like I'm over it. But I want to see them make changes so that it can't happen again, if you know what I mean. I think the new Webflow membership rollout is really cool. I'm thinking of doing a course next year, turning my talk workshop that I have around building your reputation as a designer into a course, like a little mini course, like a less than $100 thing. Probably even like less than 70. And I'm thinking of trying to use the Webflow memberships feature for it, combined with ConvertKit Commerce. I'll come back to this because I feel like that's all I can think to add us at the moment. Oh my gosh, Sandeep, I struggle too. If you look at the ConvertKit site right now, you are going to see a lot of different design styles going on because we've been in flux this year. And I'm trying right now to put some guide rails on it. So that's the point of this work that I'm doing. But I hear you. I absolutely hear you. Okay, what's the best example of this? Probably not that anymore. Have I ever used Webflow e-commerce? Yes, I did. I used to use it to sell prints when I still had my print store. And now I use it, and then I used it to sell my font before ConvertKit Commerce came out. But I switched to ConvertKit Commerce instead of sticking with Webflow e-commerce because that e-commerce hosting plan is expensive. Not only you're paying for the plan fees, then you're paying like the transaction fee on top of that. So yeah, it was just a lot. And I didn't feel like I really needed it when ConvertKit Commerce could, do what I needed. So I switched to that. It's got lower transaction fees to sell my digital product. But I really liked it. Like if I was going to run an online store again, like of physical products, I'd probably use Webflow e-commerce again. Just because of the design customization side of things. I'm trying to figure out what I can show on this page? What happened to this color? Corey, what are you up to? I don't know how I got that color. Oh, Sophia, nice. I'm jealous that you are almost wrapped up with your goals for the day at 4 o'clock. I guess that's pretty normal if you don't work for a US company. For me, this is kind of like, you know, halfway, maybe 3/4 through my workday. Oh, and that's the end of our playlist, folks. That means we've been streaming for 1 hour 50 minutes. Let's just start it again. I need to add to it. I think it's a pretty good one though. I quite enjoy it. Hi, Zeke. What time is it in Singapore that you just wrapped up with work? Right, let's just show this. I feel like that explanation that past me wrote is good. Let's put this in here. You ever do that when you look at something that you did a while ago and you're like, yeah, I stand by it. 11 a.m. Venezuela, 11 p.m. for you, Zeke. And you just wrapped up with work? That's a late work day. If we had a commenter of the day, I would give it to you, Asaro. I appreciate how kind and helpful you're being to everybody in the chat. And the fact that you're part of the Coworking Club. That's awesome. Ooh, Federico, not yet. 4:30, but thank you for thinking of me. Let's add in another... Oops. Another hand-drawn element in here. I'll grab it from the homepage. Yeah, these guys. Tips that you use to manage energy in a workday? Coffee! No, being more serious. I would say, I don't know, what is your struggle with managing energy? Maybe that would help. Let's start there. Thanks, Chris. Meeting isn't yet. We're good. Okay, I'm going to put product imagery before illustrations. Ooh, and I want to find... There's some examples, I think, on Instagram. Wow, shoot, I have not checked in on Slack. I hope no one needed me for anything. Yeah, we good. Every time I go to check Slack, I lose the chat. There we go. Okay, where is our product release thing? I don't know if these are the best examples. It's pretty close though. Oof, the centered text. We needs to work on that. Okay, let me try and figure out how to explain this. Let me bring in these two same examples that I've been using across the board. Thanks, Zeke. Your doctor tried to take coffee away from you? Oh no. Have you tried drinking like matcha or something instead? That's what I've heard people use as like a in between, you know. Hey, Innovative Designs. How you doing? Oops. Okay, I know what I want to write here. I want to write something about, wow, you are not at all centered, are you? You are behaving very weirdly. Okay, here I want to say... Hi over there in New York, Shirley. Chris, 5 to 6 hours sleep a night? That does not seem like enough. I feel like maybe 6 is my average right now too, because I feel very stressed, but I know I need more. I started reading this book called Why We Sleep. I think that's the name of it. And I'm gonna be honest, it scared the hell out of me. We showcase our product using real looking examples. I'm gonna add in, oops. Screenshots are often surrounded by browser UI. That's all I'll say for now. I feel like that needs much more explanation, but the visuals do the job. Oof, yes, I mean, I can't imagine having a 4-year-old, but from what I hear, kids do not sleep as much as adults in the morning. You could take a nap after a double shot of espresso? No. Okay, now let's explain this. We usually load a product during the talking when installation. I'm gonna cut off this here. I want to say something about how we try to use a photograph of a creator when necessary as well. Here we go. We usually let either our product or images of creators do the talking. Photos of creators, so I don't want to say imagery twice. When it comes to imagery on a marketing site. But when we need an illustration to represent an abstract concept or a piece of UI. This is our system. Oh, thank you, Asaro. Are these from the new icon system? I think they're from the old one. Did I save that somewhere? Yeah, I put it over there. Okay. Let's bring in the style that I used here. Thanks for joining, Sophia. Yeah, see you next year. Wow, that's wild to say. And the reason that I think I already said this at the start of the stream, but for anyone who joined a bit later, this is probably going to be the last Coworking Club of the year because this time next week I'm on a flight to New Zealand. I would love to promise that I can stream while I'm there, but I don't know how the internet or my laptop is going to be for that. So yeah, maybe we'll try in January, but if not, it's probably going to be February. That is the next time that we do streams. Which makes me a little bit sad, because this is fun. But that is life. I might end up buying one of the new M1 MacBooks while I'm in New Zealand. We'll see. Yes, there will be vlogs though, to instead of streams. I'm going to be vlogging every single day while I'm in the hotel quarantine. We're going to try anyway, which should be fun. I know, Federico, it's really sad. That's why I feel like I'm going to break down and buy a laptop that could stream while I'm there. I ran out of time to buy one here in Spain with the UK keyboard, and I just could not get used to a Spanish one. Whoa, did not mean caps. This level is used for large illustrations. Oh, let's say the style. Have I worked for a design agency before? I haven't, I'm afraid. I have only worked in-house. Yeah, don't worry, Osaru. I will go in a sec. I appreciate you looking out for me. 5 more minutes, let's say. It's a demo meeting with a company that I'm interested in using for brand metrics. So basically it's like show up and let them pitch me. I have my questions already prepared. That I think explains it. And this one we haven't figured out yet, so I'm gonna put this note here saying, what should tertiary ones look like? And we'll work on getting those in. I'll just quickly copy in some of the things we've talked about here. And these two. And yeah, we don't have a fully fleshed out tertiary yet, so that's okay. Maybe we could bring these down and then I can put them sort of like in the line? I don't know. No, I think I'll do this. I think I'll have L1. L2. This is gonna need work. Whatever. Now we're reaching the end of what I can get done. Okay, then we still have icons to go, and then photography. Yeah, those can stay in there. My cat just woke up and she has her tongue poking out. It's so cute. Okay, let's answer a few more questions before I sign off. Let's switch back to camera mode to do this. Okay. How is it being an in-house designer? I love it. I would always want to do it. I like being able to get really deep with a brand and yeah, improve on it and iterate as well, which I feel like you don't get to do as often in agency work. Do you recommend going independent without an insurer clients before? I don't quite understand that question, Dan. Are you asking if I think you should go freelance without having any clients to go freelance with? Probably not a great idea. I would try and get clients and like experiment with that process before quitting a job. I'm curious how many designers are going to be using these guidelines. Well, mainly it'll be me and the other marketing designer and also our graphic designer, the contractor we work with. But I think that where possible, we should apply it to product stuff too. Like definitely the illustration levels that will be applied to product. Hopefully the use of backgrounds and like the way we use colors can be applied. And we'll, like, who knows, maybe we'll get the product designers to add into this, you know? But yeah, pretty much everyone on the team in general, like, but they're most needed for the marketing designers, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, I had better sign off because as Asara keeps reminding me my meeting is coming up and now I only have 8 minutes. So thank you for the reminder. Appreciate you all being here today. This has been a really fun stream, and like streaming in general has been really fun for me, and it seems like you're enjoying them too, so we will keep them going. And yeah, one of the things I want to work on when I'm in my hotel quarantine next week is like visual brand for the Coworking Club. I saw a few people asking about the broken heart before that you see next to Asaro's name. And that's sort of left over from my Twitch branding, but I think we need something special for the Coworking Club, so I'm going to work on that while I'm in my, yeah, quarantine probably. Yeah, Chris, it's fun to hang out. Cool. Okay. I should end it here. I feel like I'm doing that thing where I'm like, but I don't want to go because I'm having fun. But thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you have a good like Christmas holiday if you celebrate. Good New Year. And yeah, I'll see you in lots of vlogs coming up soon. So yeah, see you then. Bye.